The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City.
But tonight we kick off Week 13 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Detroit Lions. Just about set for football. Blake Grupe is ready to get us started.
And we are underway from Ford Field.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
You look at this Saints defense.
They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. They'll fake the give. Now gone. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Well, certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Back to throw. Goff.
That one let go deep for Laporta. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And the Saints are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. And I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop him from trying again the rest of this game.
Shrugs him off. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Quick throw to Olave.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a...
So an early challenge, and you know that those coaches hate to use those red flags too early, but this one turns out to be successful.
this on 1st and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. On play action, they'll throw. And he's got it! Touchdown, Saints!
Juwan Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Grupe able to add the PAT.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, here's Grupe to kick this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I notice his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
First carry now for David Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Goff on 3rd down.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he's going to have the Lions first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. The Lions at 7-4 on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Just beating the play clock is Goff.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
The point after, good by Grupe.
And that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 20. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? the guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
On the end around, here comes Williams. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to fourth down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys.
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
2nd and 6.
This one swung out to Williams.
Touchdown, Saints. Jamal Williams from 13 yards out.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Groupie for the extra point.
It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And some room to work. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
That's good for a Lions. 1st and 10.
21-0 our score after 1. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Get on!
Play action. It's gone. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. I think a free play now for Goff. It's complete to Williams. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Gibbs.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another 2nd down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Quick toss by Goff is complete. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown.
Jameson Williams, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
2nd and 5. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. And now they'll shift things around.
Here's 2nd and 8. Flushed out right.
Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll set up to throw.
He gets it complete to A.T. Perry. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
And they'll run for it with Miller. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Brandon, 4th and 1 on their own side of the 50, and they decide to go for it. As a former defender, I take that personally. I can't believe they let them pick that up. They should have swarmed the line of scrimmage and stuffed that one.
Not surprised, though, because they told us about the supreme confidence they had in the O-line, and they were able to get that yard.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Olave holds it in.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone covers because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the line. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on a fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. Brandon, he was earning dinner.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hold on. Check. What's that?
From the gun, here's Goff. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Now a play fake, and it's Goff. And he comes back with one complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
To the air again. Goff. Complete. This is Mitchell. A big play there for Detroit. 45 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jameson Williams, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. So this, not a stat line that you'd expect to see 2 touchdowns for him now in the ball game, both coming on the ground.
And while it may be unusual, it's obvious they found something that they like on offense that they can use against the defense, and I think they'll continue to go to it until they stop them.
Boy, still a half-plus to play, but it is a 2-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Lions the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here comes the Saints punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Goff on first down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A final shot before break here. Goff.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Badgley able to punch this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Alex Anzalone leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. That they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Perry on the move to the right.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
7 yards left for second down. Ball at the 10.
They'll drop to throw.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick.
And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Gibbs. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the 35, back to work on second and 4. They'll go again with Gibbs.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
There you go, partner. That's some old-school football right there. You need 1 yard? Give it to your bruiser fullback and let him get the job done.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Chase Young able to record his 5th sack of the season.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Goff on third down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Lions first down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. They'll run it with Williams. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Jameson Williams.
A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And those 3 rushing touchdown games
in this league, you know darn well those are hard to come by. They're becoming even harder to come by as the years go by, aren't they?
Isn't that the truth? It doesn't matter what you do in terms of game planning. You may be a run-first team, but you're going against an NFL defense. That's some of the biggest, fastest, best athletes on the planet. Hard to do. Cherish that moment, even as he's eager to add to that total.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. The drive starts with a completion left side, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read a receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now this throw caught left side, and it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18. So the face mask moves him closer, and now first and goal. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Back to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal. They'll set up a throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A.T. Perry, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Saints answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After the touchdown, here's Grupe to kick this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Goff's throw going into the hands of Williams.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Williams. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted.
Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Johnson's got it complete. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard strike. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Goff.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And that will be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
So here we go. A big spot now for Blake Grupe.
From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here's Goff. Open man right side is St. Brown. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
That's good for a Lions. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Off play action. Here's Goff.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And they move this all the way down to the 9.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Again, Goff. Touchdown!
Jahmyr Gibbs.
A 9-yard touchdown Brown.
And the Lions have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on.